Towards the end of the PSP's life, it seemed like there were hardly any games coming out anymore for the system. In 2010, just a year before the PS Vita announcement, Patchwork Heroes arrived for the system. It was a fun little game where you play as Titori, who needs to cut apart the enemy warships before they destroy his city. It plays as a 2D game where you can move around the ship, and when you hold the O button, you can saw off parts of the ship. You need to saw off enough of the ship to only leave a tiny part left. It starts off pretty easy, but there are more and more challenges introduced as you progress in the game, like homing rockets, laser shooting robots, prisoners to rescue, and repair robots that fix areas of the ship that you cut. There is also a time limit of around 2 minutes for each level, adding a lot of pressure to cut the ship up quickly and not waste time. You don't really get any time to think or plan your route because the time is so restricted, so you learn levels as you replay them to figure out the most efficient route around the ship and where the enemies are. You start each level with 3 people accompanying you. If you get hit, then you lose one of them. It's basically a 3-life system, but implemented with a bit more style. The first time I lost someone, the screen pauses for a second and tells you the name and age of the person you lost, which makes you feel a bit guilty when you screw up and learn that your mistake cost Neil, age 25, his life. The story of the game isn't bad either. I thought the game would just be an arcade type game where you just move on to the next level, but there is a story with cutscenes between levels which I found interesting. The characters talk gibberish and move like puppets being pulled by strings. It's all quite zany, but adds to the charm of the game. The graphics look a bit basic, but it's just part of the style of the game, that each character and object is made up of what looks like different fabrics, hence the name Patchwork Heroes. I played the game again before making this video, and I found Patchwork Heroes to still be a lot of fun to play. It becomes very challenging in the later levels, but because each go only lasts a couple of minutes, I kept jumping in to play over and over. It feels a little rough around the edges in places, but the game has a lot of style. It didn't seem to get much attention, which is a shame because it's cheap and a perfect game for portable play. It's not the best game on the PSP, but it's a fun distraction for 5 or so hours. That's why Patchwork Heroes is my retro recommendation. There's a demo in the store, so you can give the game a go and see if it's your type of game before you buy it. So, have you played Patchwork Heroes? If so, what do you think about it, and would you recommend it to others? Leave a comment, and as always, thanks for watching.